dramatic.
It's me on my bed.
I have witnessed you this way before.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm Rebekah.
I'm Sierra. We're going to be reading some Reddit stories for you today. We are friends. We've been friends for like 10 years. And we thought it would be fun to get together and read these stories. She's found stories that I haven't read or heard. And the same for me. I found stories that she hasn't read or heard. And we're just going to have fun with it.
Okay, so we're going to start with the story from Best of Redditor Updates. It looks like it was originally posted in November of 2020. So, my brother-in-law is making claims that he knows my secret, and I don't understand.
What secret?
We're going to find out.
But clearly they don't even know what secret.
She doesn't even know. My brother-in-law, 30 male, is my sister's 29 female husband. We live on opposite sides of the country, and my sister and I aren't that close. So I'd say that we don't know each other very well. We see each other at family gatherings maybe a few times a year, and he's always come off as a very average, kind of quiet guy.
Boring.
Yes. Around 2 months ago, I received a text from him out of the blue. It wasn't to check up on me or asking how I'm doing. The message said he's aware of what's going on, but that there was no need for me to worry and he'd keep it hush-hush. I wrote a quick message back asking what on earth he meant, but all I received back was another reassurance that I had nothing to worry about and that he was on my side.
What? What?
At that point, I gave up and assumed it was some weird joke, even though my brother-in-law has always been pretty serious. Recently, I was in a Zoom call with my parents and sister. The first thing my sister asked when she saw me was, "Are you going to tell everyone the truth or just my husband?"
What? I would, if I were the person that's posting, I would love to know what my secret is.
Me too.
Especially if I didn't know.
Me too.
You know?
Especially someone you're not like very close with.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue, who's very serious
and is like,
you.
Hey.
Also, I would wonder who's telling things about me.
It's probably some weird aunt. Some estranged family member that no one actually talks to, but they said this one thing this one time.
Obviously, I was confused, and I mentioned the text message brother-in-law sent me, but my sister still seemed angry at me, and I have no idea why. The next day, I called up my brother-in-law and asked him what the hell is going on with this. He was very cagey on the phone and just kept repeating rhetorical questions back at me like, "Do you know what's going on?" I'll admit I lost my temper at one point and snapped at him since he wasn't giving me any answers. That was a bad idea since this morning I got a new text from brother-in-law telling me that he'd tried to do me a favor that I clearly don't appreciate. He mentioned, "We'll see what happens this weekend."
What favor? What favor did you do me? I don't know the secret.
I know.
That's how I feel about
I would just keep insisting, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It would be great if someone would tell me what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, he mentioned, "We'll see what happens this weekend," which to me kind of sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to expose
like, oh, we'll
something?
See.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Which is the next time we're all meeting for a late Thanksgiving, which is also kind of like, great. You're going to do this at Thanksgiving.
In front of everyone. Thanks.
Holiday cheer. Honestly, I'm terrified. The thing is, I have no idea what secret my brother-in-law could possibly be talking about. I don't live a very exciting life, and I mostly keep to myself. There's a still part of me that's scared of whatever truth he says he's about to reveal, even though I don't think I've done anything wrong.
Even though you don't even know what you did wrong. So this one's
her
one that
original
has an update.
post, she says, "What do I do?" So there are some top comments that it mentions from that original post. So
I just wouldn't go to Thanksgiving. I just wouldn't show up to family Thanksgiving.
No, I wonder. Does she have a? Is she married? Did she mention anything about being married? I would almost wish that I was, so I could be like, "This is what's happening."
Yeah, this is what's happening.
But I don't think that she mentioned anything about being married. I don't know. I would be talking to my parents too, because I would have wanted to duke it out on the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Where the sister was like, "Are you going to share with everybody, or just my husband?"
What do you mean?
I would be like, get him on the Zoom right now.
Honestly, I'd make a group text with my entire family and be like, "Hey, what's my secret?"
Yeah, I would like to know as well.
I would like to know what you all are talking about.
Yes.
But then again, I'm a kind of bold person like that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't like sitting with the not knowing.
Especially, I don't know, it seems like her sister's almost annoyed that, like, why are you telling secrets to my husband?
Yeah. Also,
which is kind of like,
what kind of lie is he making up?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know, because he's probably making up a lie.
Yeah. Or he's heard a lie from someone.
True. What are the top comments?
So this top comment says, "My first thought was that you might have a vindictive ex who posted nudes of you online or something, but that shouldn't make your sister mad at you. Unless she's mad that her husband went looking for nudes online, and it's easier to be mad at you than at him. Second thought is that there's a porn actor out there that looks kind of like you, and he thinks he has blackmail material because he's an idiot."
Is this one of those AI things?
That would be... Can you imagine?
No, I can't. I don't want to.
That would be terrible.
I don't want to imagine that, actually.
In any case, since your brother-in-law is clearly devoted to being an ass, call your sister. What the hell is your idiot husband doing? He's been sending me messages for months about keeping some secret quiet. I have no idea what he's talking about, but it sounds like he told you. So would you mind cluing me in? But it doesn't sound like he told her. Because she said, "Are you going to tell us all?"
He was
and not
probably
just
like,
my husband.
"Do you know her secret?"
Yeah, I got dirt on her. But, I mean, I would definitely be making it clear to all my family that I have no idea what's going on.
100%.
Because, yeah.
No.
He's obviously trying to cause problems here.
Stir in the pot.
This other person says, rumors and more. Talk to your sister. Tell her you have no idea what's going on for her to find out and tell you before you get together. Otherwise, the way things are stacked, you might be walking into a roadside bomb situation. Let's see. It looks like the original poster replied saying, "It's going to be hard to talk to them. My family and I aren't close at all. And growing up, I always took the blame for everything that went wrong in our house. I'm really scared that my parents will believe whatever my brother-in-law tells them because I'm the troublemaker of the family." That's no good.
Red flag, red flag.
That would be hard. Because I'm thinking of, like, my family, and we're pretty close, that I would just...
be saying,
I mean,
mine's
talking
small
to
enough
everybody.
that I would be, like, mom and Nana Faye in a group.
Yeah.
What's my secret? Please tell me.
Update. This is 16 days after the original post. "Hi, everyone. Just before Thanksgiving, I posted about my brother-in-law harassing me over a secret. Well, Thanksgiving came, and I was terrified. I almost backed out entirely and stayed in bed all day instead of going to the Zoom meeting." So I guess they're meeting over Zoom instead of in person.
Well, it's in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
2020.
Right.
That would make sense that their family Thanksgiving's being that way.
I did end up going in the end, and the first 20 minutes were incredibly awkward. My family and I aren't really compatible at the best of times, but there were silences that lasted minutes. Eventually, my mother gave in and said, "We'd better get this over with." I've never been more terrified in my life. I somehow snapped my phone case in half because I fidget with things when I'm nervous.
That's so bad.
Oh my god. What, like, on the phone? Is she, like, messing with her phone and just...
I guess, like, because I'll do it with, like, my phone. I'll pop the corner off of the case.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wonder if she's doing Zoom on her phone. Because that'd be even funnier.
It's not funny, Rebekah. She's having a crisis. You know, like, it'd be great.
Okay, so my brother-in-law started talking about how he'd tried to keep my secret for me, but I clearly wasn't grateful. And then he told everyone, you should know that she's gay. That was not at all what I was expecting.
No.
That's not at all where I was anticipating this would go.
I was expecting something really bad.
Really crazy.
Like,
really
really bad. I mean, it is bad, because if this poster is gay, you don't want to... you don't want to be outed by someone.
Yeah.
But if this poster is not actually...
Yeah. I think I would just, like, crack up laughing if that's what he came out and said. I would be like, what? That's what you're saying?
Because you sounded like you knew I was a guy or something.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Everything got...
Unalived a guy. You'll have to censor that.
Everything got really awkward again, except for a different reason. My whole family already knows I'm gay. That is great.
He's like, I've got some serious dirt on you.
Yeah. So I did pick this story out, but I did not like read the entire story. I just read the first, skimmed over the first part. So I also did not know that this is where this is going.
I love this. I love this for this person because he just looks like an idiot now.
Yes.
All that anxiety, and then the entire family already knows.
Plus, it's like now you know his intentions behind things in the future. You know, like.
Also, if the entire family knows, how does... Why does he think this is a secret?
The whole family knows that you're gay. We're getting on Zoom and everyone's like, let's just get this out in the open. What is the secret? And he says that and they're all just like, yeah.
And?
Is there something else?
And? Like, is there... Are we, like, you know, doing some illegal activities here? Or...
Yeah. So she says, my whole family already knows I'm gay. I have no idea how brother-in-law never found out before now. I don't get on with my family, but me being gay has never been one of our issues. It's something nobody bothers me about, and we don't talk about. My sister lost it with him immediately and said, really? This is what you've been going on about? We ended up ending the Zoom call very early since my parents decided they were tired. But I think they both just didn't want to deal with this anymore and were sick of me and my brother-in-law. I decided to block brother-in-law's number in my phone since other than this, we had no messages anyway, and I'm not going to be visiting my sister anytime soon.
Wow.
This is it. I realized that I was referring to the poster as a girl, but I don't know if it's girl or a guy. I don't think they ever specified.
Scroll up. I think it did.
It specified the sister-in-law. The brother-in-law is 30, male, and the sister's 29, female.
Scroll up. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think they ever said. I think I just immediately...
assumed.
Yeah. I don't know why.
You know what they say about assumptions?
I know. Well, I did it. Let's see if there are any other comments that are good.
That's insane. Just imagine being the person that has the dirt too, being like, I know what you did. And being real cocky about it.
Yeah.
How deflated.
Yeah. Just like, oh.
That's what I get for being a jerk.
Weird. What a weird way to even...
Yeah.
And also, like, how did he find out in such a way that he thought...
Yeah, like, how did he...
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Because if it was, like, the original poster had posted something on Facebook, or they don't even sound that close. But even if it was from something that the OP posted on one of their social medias, like, then everybody who knows them would know. So how did he find out in a way that he thinks, like, did he see him at, like, a gay bar, or, like, it's just so bizarre. It's crazy.
Like, okay, first of all, don't out people. Don't be that jerk.
Yeah.
If someone's trusted you with that, don't be that jerk.
Yeah, for sure.
But, I mean...
Especially to their family, and especially on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I love the outcome of that, actually.
That was so ridiculous.
That's what you get for trying to be a jerk.
That's what you get. Okay, the next story. This is from Am I the A-Hole? From about 4 months ago.
Okay.
Someone at work stole my chair, so I had them arrested.
That sounds like something I would do, because I am very partial to my chair at work. It's one of those nice ones. It's got the wide base.
Yes.
Very comfy. I feel very free in it because it doesn't have the arms on it. I can spin.
Yeah.
It's like I have a round.
Also, sometimes with coworkers, you're just like, done. You're over it.
True.
You're just over it. I got a new job in sales working for a company that sells access control systems, CCTV systems, etc. The chair in my cubicle was uncomfortable AF. So day 3, I brought in my own Herman Miller Aeron chair. On day 4, it was missing.
Okay.
I looked around and another sales rep was sitting in it. I asked for it back, but he basically told me to F off. I went and spoke to the owner of the company. He told me that the chairs aren't reserved. They are first come, first serve. I explained that I own the chair and it cost me $1,800. He told me that I need to come in earlier if I want that chair. That would have me outraged. I bought the chair.
Like, if you buy the chair?
I mean, it makes sense if that was a chair that was already there.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's what the boss responded with. Okay, the next day, the same guy was sitting in it when I got to the office. I told him to give it back or I was going to call the cops. He refused. So I called the cops.
Unless something dramatic happens between now and the end of this, I'm probably going to be like, no, you're really not. That guy's the jerk.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. It was quite the scene, but in the end, he admitted that he took my $1,800 chair. I was prepared. I had the receipt, which showed the serial number. Yes, Aeron chairs have serial numbers. They asked me if I wanted to press charges. My new boss said I would be terminated if I had him arrested. So I said, absolutely, I want to press charges.
Well, it sounds like it's not a great place to work anyway, if
No.
that was the boss's response.
No.
Because, I mean, like... We've been in situations like that, and I feel like if we would have gone to a boss and been like, they took this,
Yes.
they would have been like, that's not okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yikes.
He also sounds like he's a bit of a snob about this chair. The way he's like, yes, they have serial numbers.
Yeah.
But also, it's his chair.
Yeah.
I mean, I think $1,800 is a ridiculous price to pay for a desk chair, especially that seems pretty normal.
Yeah, I need you to put a picture.
Yeah. But at that point, I feel like I'd be the same way. I'd be like, let's do it.
I
We're
wouldn't
pressing
understand,
charges.
because that's a lot of money to spend.
Yeah. Well, also, at this point, I'd be so upset with the coworker and the boss.
Yeah.
And then for the boss to be like, if you press charges, you're terminated. I'd be like,
Bah.
bet. Do it.
Bye.
My new boss fired me on the spot. So I carried my chair out with me as I was leaving. And yes, the cops arrested the dude who took my chair. Can you imagine?
Imagine having to be booked because you...
But I also don't know. I feel like, could he actually be arrested? Because he didn't take the chair out of the building. He just
No.
refused to get out of it. And then by the time, like, the guy's leaving with his chair.
Yeah.
But I don't know how far this could go. Maybe they actually could take him in, but I don't know that it could go much further than that.
Yeah.
Because I guess it'd be different if you took the chair out of the building and took it home and was like, this is a great chair that showed up all of a sudden.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, the nerve. I don't think I would take a desk chair from someone else's desk.
No, not knowing it's like a desk that's being used.
Yeah, even if it was just like another chair that the company owned. I wouldn't be like, taking that, it's better.
No. Not at all.
Let's see, it says, the dude who took my chair has been in the industry for about 15 years, and he's going to lose his security license, which means he won't be able to work in the industry. He's going to lose his job. I don't give a crap. He shouldn't have stolen my chair. Am I the a-hole for making this dude lose his job? I think it was a little far to have him to like press charges.
If I were in this situation,
I think everybody sucks here.
It would be one of those things where it's like, okay, wait until it's time to go home. I'm just taking my chair home with me.
Yeah.
Because clearly that's not going to work out. Because you don't have to have that chair. I mean, I get it. The chairs are uncomfortable. Right. But you could get a cushion.
Yeah, I don't know. But at the same time, like, then I would take it home and I spent all that money for a chair that... Yeah, I wonder if it would have been too... Or, like, if it came in pieces and he had to put it together, would he have to take it apart again and then send it back?
Regardless.
I think everybody sucks here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the only a-hole, but I think him calling the cops was funny. And absolutely, like, teaching the guy a lesson.
Yeah.
But I think it was taking a little bit far to press charges.
Yeah.
And... I mean, ultimately, they both lost their job, it looks like. So,
yeah. So who's the real winner here?
Yeah. And it teaches that boss that maybe he should handle situations instead of being like, I don't even want to put up with this. Because now he's lost 2 employees.
Everyone's had a boss like that.
Though. 2 employees he's lost that looks like they need to have a security clearance. So it's probably a hassle to hire new people.
Yeah.
And someone who's been there 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I do think it's a funny story. I just love stories about crazy things that happen at work.
Do love how petty it is.
Yes, because, I mean, everybody wishes they could do things like that.
Yeah.
With people. I've never actually had the guts to do the thing, but I can think of the things to do. Mm-hmm. But then I just, like, go home, like, mumbling about it.
Think about it all night.
I should have done this.
I should have done this.
Should have said that. Yeah.
This is how I should have acted.
Yeah. Next story is from Confessions, and this one is kind of like a sweet feel-good story, so...
Okay. We'll see how disgusted I am by the end of it.
I think that you will really like it.
Oh, okay.
I replaced my husband's Pokemon cards, and he didn't notice. Sarah loves Pokemon.
You can tell they're right up there. Right up there.
I am known in my family for giving elaborate gifts. It's a long-running joke, and it's usually something annoying/difficult to get into. So when I decided to give my husband one of these gifts, I thought he would clock on immediately. He did not. We are a Pokemon card family. My husband, my son, and I collect cards from different sets. My husband collects temporal forces. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm glad you're keeping up.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just reading. He had gotten to the point that every collector knows where getting a new card in an opening is rare, and he was bemoaning how he had never in his life collected a whole set.
Is she about to do something real sweet and he isn't even going to notice and I'm going to be mad for her?
So I knew I wanted to gift him the remaining cards, but also just getting the cards, that won't cut it. Because the magic in collecting cards specifically is in this discovery when you open a pack. So I purchased every single card he was missing and around 15 sets of booster packs. Then I opened the boosters as
Stop.
carefully as I possibly
That's
could.
so sweet.
Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry yet.
I opened the boosters as carefully as I possibly could, removed the cards, and replaced them with the cards he was missing before resealing the packs. These boosters were stacked. We are talking multiple hollows in some packs. Gold hollows, rainbow hollows, and I had even bought shiny variants of the regular cards wherever possible. I thought he would open a couple and then realize what I had done, but he didn't. He opened every pack, getting more and more excited as his missing cards stacked up. He even shot me a, "I bet you're jealous of these pulls." I fully expected this man to open a couple of packs and then realize it was me. We would have a laugh, and
Did he think he got a god pack every single time?
I don't know. That I feel like I would catch on after a few.
That would be like a catch-on moment, because
although he could just be like so like
overwhelmed
and excited that he's not thinking clearly. This is like the dream.
He's like, no one's ever done it like me.
He's like, I'm going out buying a lottery ticket.
Today is my lucky day.
Let's see. We would have a laugh and he would know how much effort and love went into this gift, but he never clued in and never clocked on, and now I don't think I will ever tell him. He was wrapped in the magic of opening them and keeps bringing up how lucky he was that day. So confession,
that's kind of precious.
I replaced all my husband's booster packs with cards that I knew he needed, thinking he would realize what I had done. He didn't, and now I'll take this secret to my grave to preserve the
That's kind of precious, though.
I know, that's really sweet.
That's
I don't
like,
think I would want to
That's
tell
like
him
preserving Christmas Day for a child.
But I would have to tell somebody, so I'd be on here.
Exactly, yeah.
Because
I would not be able... I would tell every single person I know, but be like, don't tell him.
Yeah, it would be really hard not to be like, it was me, I did it for you, right?
He'd probably be like, oh, so I'm not lucky.
Yeah, but he's like, I love how he's reveling it, just thinking back. Remember that day? Remember
when I opened that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
But
it's still precious.
I thought that was sweet,
It's
and
so
it was
precious.
Pokemon, so I thought you would like it.
It's very precious.
Next story, best of Redditor updates. Asked my boyfriend of 5 months if he knew my middle name. Turns out he didn't know much else either. Hi everyone, I'm posting this because I genuinely want to know if I overreacted, or if this is actually weird. Which I think, maybe, is this normal?
Yeah.
Anyway, because I think this is definitely weird. I'm trying to think back to like 5 months in.
Yeah. I mean, I guess middle name, but then like if you start asking other questions and the person you're with is like, your favorite color is what?
Let's see. So they're both 25.
Oh, that's even worse. It's not like they're teenagers.
I, 25 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 25 male, for about 5 months. Overall, the relationship felt good. We spent a lot of time together, went on trips, and things seemed pretty serious.
So we've been on trips. We've spent a lot of time together.
Mm-hmm. And I've already met his parents and extended family multiple times. He hasn't met mine yet, but they live states away, so that's understandable.
I mean, that's wild because even, like, I mean, I can probably count on my hand how many times my partner's met my family. Most of it's been holidays. And we've been together for over a year.
Yeah.
Like, mostly my mom and my
Yeah.
Nana. Like, that's... So we're serious here. Because it's not that...
Serious, especially for 5 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. However, I had started to have this sneaking feeling come up every once in a while where I realized he might not actually know that much about me. Like something would come up in my life, or I'd be talking with friends about a story from my past, and I'd think, wow, he's never even asked me about that. Things like my childhood, what my family dynamic is like, details about my work, or even the summer I spent living in another state for an internship. None of those things had really come up because he'd asked about them, because he hadn't asked about them, I guess. At the time, I kind of brushed it off. I figured maybe we just hadn't gone around to those conversations yet. I also feel kind of like with obviously not all men, but men especially sometimes don't like really dig for the deep information.
That's true.
You know, that stuff has to come up just like in general conversation, or you know, you might just bring it up yourself to let them know about it. Like her summer living in another state for an internship. Like, that might be an interesting thing, just to be like, oh, did you know that I lived in this state this time for summer? And so details about my work, I feel like that would be in general conversation anyway. It
is. I feel like that's like a daily conversation kind of thing.
Family dynamic also, I feel like, can kind of come up in...
Yeah.
Just interesting.
Especially...
But I do feel like guys, for the most part, are not really like, tell me about your family.
Give me your entire story from birth until now.
Yeah.
Every detail.
Yeah. Maybe a little more context for how I found this out. Should I have talked to him about this in a different situation? Probably. But whatever, it's too late now. We were out at a bar with friends, and we were definitely quite a few drinks in.
Well, that just makes...
Always a great time to bring things up.
Yes, always a great time. Everyone is emotionally stable.
Oh, yes. At one point, we called an Uber to go home, and when it asked for the drop-off address, he couldn't remember my address. This was a little weird because he had been to my apartment a lot and had literally put my address into his maps multiple times before. But hey, it's not a super memorable number, so I brushed it off. Also, if you are drunk, it could just be because he's drunk.
Yeah.
In a moment like that. I don't know, like, how drunk, but...
I don't know that I could remember my own address if I was drunk enough.
And if you could even combine addresses.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not yours. And if you've been multiple times, that doesn't necessarily mean you're remembering the address. You're just remembering, like, the roads to get there.
Yeah.
You know? For me, personally, I'm not, like, typing it in my GPS every time. I go, like, once or twice with GPS, and then I just drive, and I would not remember an address after that.
Yeah. That one's a little...
Yeah. While we were outside, I think she's must have already been, like, questioning. And so then when any little thing he doesn't remember, she's probably like, well, that's one more thing. While we were outside waiting for the Uber, though, something just came over me. Yes, alcohol was definitely involved, but I suddenly got curious and asked him if he knew my middle name. Silence. So then I asked if he knew my parents' names. Nothing. Where I was born? Nothing. What I majored in college? Nothing.
Okay, now that's... The parent names, I guess, would be different, at least for me.
Especially if you've not met them yet.
Well, like, my boyfriend calls my mom.
I don't even know if I know your mom's name. And we've been friends for, like, almost 10 years.
Yeah, and you've done a lot of your mom jokes.
That's because I just refer to her as your mom.
That's her name, your mom.
I'm sure you've probably told me. And you probably told me your dad's name. I don't know.
My dad's name is a super common name, I'll tell you later.
I feel like it is.
It is.
Like, when I think of your dad, I think of, like, a common name.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That I can understand, but, like, what you majored in college?
Yeah. And I'm trying to, like, take into consideration, too, like, this is 5 months in. And he's not met her parents.
Well, also, is this person doing what, like, work related to what they did? Like, they majored in college? Because I feel like that would be a big thing. Because
certainly no, I do not do anything that has to do with what I majored in.
I have a certification that I don't do hair anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. At 5 months in, obviously it's easy to remember Anthony, my husband's dad's name, because they have the same name.
Yeah.
So that was pretty, but even now sometimes I'm like, wait, what's his name? And then I remember, oh yeah, they have the same name. But at 5 months in, if you hadn't met parents yet.
Yeah.
I feel like it's harder for me when I don't have like a an interaction.
Also, how many times have they met the parents in 5 months? Like, how many times have they gotten together? That's what I want to know. Because they did say...
She's met his family. But
okay.
She said that he's not met hers at all because they live in another state. That's why I'm saying...
That's right.
Because he's not ever had to, like, interact with them.
That would make sense.
It would make it harder. Like, she's probably mentioned their names, but
if you've never actually... Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I would remember if I didn't have to have an interaction.
Yeah, I wouldn't really justify getting mad over that part. But maybe the college thing, maybe if
the middle name for me,
I don't know. I don't really care that much.
Yeah,
because I don't go by my middle name.
Where I was born. I feel like a lot of these are things that you would discuss, like first dates, like getting to know each other. You know,
like where are you from?
Hey, where are you from originally? Yeah. Or what did you do? What did you major in? What did you go to school for? Or what's your job? I feel like a lot of those are things that you would talk about when you first met. And I do feel like things tend to stick more, at least for me, about like things we discussed when we first met. Because I don't know, I feel like you're thinking so much more about every little interaction. Yeah. And I feel like Anthony remembers a lot more from conversations we had when we were first getting to know each other. Yeah. Because I feel like that's when you're trying your hardest too. It's true. You know?
Yeah. You're trying to let the person know. Yeah. Like this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm about.
Yeah. Also the guy's drunk.
Yeah,
they're both drunk. Which makes it that much harder, I feel like.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I would not be able to remember.
Also, though, I'm just, like, picturing her. She just keeps saying silence. She's like, do you know my middle name? My parents' names? And him just being like, what's my name? Oh. Okay, so he's failing the pop quiz miserably.
Okay, well.
At this point, I was kind of half laughing, half horrified. So I kept going, trying to think of other questions, like if he knew my family cat's name, literally grasping for straws.
What?
He's a self-proclaimed cat person. Still nothing.
It's okay. It's your family cat, not your cat. Like if Zach didn't know my dog's names.
Yes,
at 5 months in.
We know pet names, but that's because we're super pet people.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The family name, I don't know. It's a family cat. I don't think so. If it was my cat living at home, but she did say she's grasping for straws here.
Yeah, clearly. Thinking of every single little thing that you could have ever said.
Well, he didn't know that cat's name. She says, meanwhile, I knew the answers to all of those things, no matter how intoxicated. I know a lot about him. Stories about his childhood, how his parents met, things from college, his favorite food and desserts, etc. I'm actually the kind of person who keeps a note in my phone with little things about people I care about so I remember them later. Like what he likes to order at different restaurants, random facts about his childhood, even what he wanted to be when he grew up.
Can I just say that sounds a little crazy?
That is a lot. Now, I appreciate someone doing that.
It's
if
thoughtful.
They have like a bad memory in general.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
To keep those notes.
But
also, how often do you go back and study those notes?
Yeah.
Because
it's a little creepy to me. I don't know. This is
my
humble opinion.
Creepy to do, especially if it's someone you're in a relationship with, and maybe you want to remember. It is a lot of information, though.
Maybe I think it's creepy because my memory is...
The thing is that she kind of wants him to be that same amount of, organized about this. But how much of those things would she remember if she didn't have, study notes in her phone? Like, the thing that makes it nice when someone remembers things is when they just remember because they care.
Yeah.
But I guess if that's how she remembers things, because she's just forgetful, that's fine, but
I wouldn't expect the same of someone else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I
understand her feeling like he knows nothing.
Yeah.
And it could also be that maybe he just acts like he doesn't care to know more.
Yeah.
You know, it could be more than just... She could have started realizing, I don't think he knows anything about me because he's not actively interested in her.
Yeah.
And she said, like...
yeah,
I know a lot about him, stories about his childhood, how his parents met, but she's also met his family and his parents. So she probably heard those things from
the
his
people,
family.
like the source.
Yeah, and his childhood. She says she knows his favorite foods and desserts, but I didn't see that she asked him about those things about her. But maybe he doesn't know those either. I mean, it could be he's just very, like...
He's also intoxicated.
Yeah, but her point is she remembers all those things without being intoxicated.
Yeah, well.
But she's also had study notes. She's made herself
She's had the clip notes.
Yes.
She has a PowerPoint.
She says, I was never expecting him to get every answer correct on my quiz, but not one. Realizing he didn't know any of those basic things about me felt kind of shocking. And that's when it really hit me that my boyfriend of several months might not actually know much about me at all. And naturally, I started sobbing on the sidewalk outside the bar. Which could be the alcohol. But again, like I said, if she's at the point where she's sobbing about this, it has to be more than just realizing he doesn't know that much. He's got to be acting like he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know, when they're hanging out, when they're doing stuff together, he must be very just silent and not caring in that way that she wants him to be caring.
I feel like this should be like, I don't know, maybe a discussion.
Yeah.
A sober,
a sober discussion after this. We eventually went home and I tried to explain why it upset me so much. I told him it made me feel invisible, like I could basically be swapped in for any other girl. Which is fair if he's kind of acting like, oh, I don't really care about any.
Yeah.
But he did apologize for forgetting those things, but he didn't really seem to understand why it was such a big deal. He mostly just kept saying he was drunk and that he wouldn't forget again, which he will because he'll wake up in the morning and forget this whole thing.
You're like, I don't know why you're mad.
I feel like we didn't have the best time last night, but I don't know why. What hurt me the most, though, was that in the moment, he didn't really try to comfort me either. At the bar or at home, he didn't hug me or reassure me, and he didn't say things that he did know about me to show that I mattered to him. Meanwhile, I was just crying and really emotional, and he ended up falling asleep while I was still crying. Oh, man.
Okay, but he's also drunk.
Yeah, I feel like this was just the worst.
It was
worst
perfect
time.
Storm of bad things.
Yeah, to bring this up.
Yeah.
Now it's been a couple days and I'm honestly not even sure if I can get over it. So I'm curious what people think.
Have you had a sober conversation though?
Yeah. It is weird that my boyfriend of 5 months didn't know these things about me. Is it weird? Or did I massively overreact because alcohol and emotions were involved?
Well.
So I think it's all the things. I think
it's a combination of all of it. And it's probably something... Because sometimes when you're drunk, things you wouldn't say when you're sober come out.
Yeah.
And...
Or the way you would say them.
Yes. And it probably would have been better brought up.
Yes, I think that she should have...
Like this...
I think that there needs to be a conversation.
Yes.
Sober.
Like now. Like,
and...
Hey,
yeah.
I need to... I would...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not... It's just... No.
Yeah.
I do need more detail, though. Has he been acting like this before? Clearly he cares, because why would he be bringing her around his family a lot?
Yeah.
And if they're 25.
25, yeah. Especially at 25.
Yeah.
If they were like 19 or...
Yeah, a little bit younger.
At home a lot more still.
So...
But, I mean, if he's the kind of guy who's kind of like, I just don't really care, maybe he goes home with girls so that his family entertains and he can kind of check out.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I just think you need to have a conversation, because you have to have the sober conversation. I'm sure he does know stuff. If he doesn't know really anything about her, that is a problem. But then you need to make these things known. Like, these are things that make me feel.
Yeah, and
this
some of the
is
things
my
that were
love
listed.
language. Like,
yeah.
you know, that this makes me feel
Need to talk
loved
through it.
and cared for. Yes.
Need to talk through it, because that is... Mm-mm.
Yeah.
There's wrongs on both sides, I think.
Yeah.
Especially alcohol. That'll make you do some stuff.
But... Okay, so relevant comments here. Killed by the Broom said, are these things you have specifically told him about yourself?
See?
Because I think the context matters a lot.
Yes.
OOP says, those are all things we've absolutely talked about before. I actually have his middle name written down in my notes.
Okay.
Along with the story behind why he was named that. He's met my parents... Okay, so she says, he's met my parents over FaceTime before. And technically my family cat, too. Although that one was kind of a long shot question anyway.
Okay, well, I'm glad you can admit to that.
I'm in grad school and talk about my research pretty often. So even if he didn't remember exactly what I majored in, he probably could have at least ballpark guessed it. And where I was born and how my parents met are stories that I have definitely come up multiple times as well.
Okay, see,
so
that
that's
makes
better context.
that's better context, because
Yeah.
I'm thinking
if she's in school, definitely he should know what she's
majoring. That's a
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. And honestly, I would probably remember the cat's name over the parents. But that's just me.
True. I mean, I do.
No, if he has met the parents over FaceTime, I would think over FaceTime you would still say, like, this is my mom so-and-so, this is my dad so-and-so.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't just be like, I feel like there would still be an exchange of names.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Also,
Joel...
how does he act sober?
Yeah.
I need more information on his behavior while he's sober.
Yeah.
To be able to come to a conclusion about how I feel about him.
Yeah.
Not that it's my business. I'm not the one in the relationship.
Joel and Rin. Ask him if he knows who broke up with him today. That's great. This other person, Ruth Barb. I had this happen. Your history is unimportant because you only exist to entertain him now. He doesn't care. So I do think, like, if these are all things that they have really talked about before, depending on his sober reaction, obviously this is important to her.
Right, and I will say I've been in a relationship before, as you know, that the person, like, one of their friends was able to guess, like, knew more about me than they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I ask him if he knows who dumped him today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've decided. I've come to my conclusion.
Yeah. And she obviously was getting the feeling.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows anything about me. So there has to be something that how he's behaving to. That's
and it's better to end it now at 5 months than
for sure
be a year in and realize, oh,
yeah,
you don't know me at all, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Update March 2026.
Oh, there's an update.
3 days later. Yes, this was best of Redditor updates. So this is 3 days after the original post. First,
I probably said that, and I just...
That's okay. It's better when you don't know an update's coming.
I'm so pleasantly surprised.
First, thank you to everyone who commented on my last post. Most of the responses were incredibly kind and thoughtful, and I really appreciate getting other people's perspectives. And to the handful who were very concerned about the fact that a 25-year-old girl cried at a bar after a few drinks, God forbid, #sue me.
I feel like I'm a 30-year-old girl, and I would, if I were emotional enough, I would cry at a bar after a few drinks.
You would cry at a bar without drinks.
I would cry before even being at the bar.
You almost cried over the Pokemon story.
I did almost cry over the Pokemon story. I've cried to Miami by Will Smith. I mean, I can cry to anything.
Yes, this whole thing was incredibly poor timing, and I could have handled it better. And yes, it's entirely possible he was just drunk and overwhelmed in the moment. While all those things have definitely come up in conversation multiple times before, I've realized this was never really about my middle name, which the initial is literally in my Instagram username, but I digress. It was more symbolic of a larger issue and forced me to confront something I had been feeling for a while / been too scared to bring up. A lot of our conversations stayed in the present and didn't really involve many follow-up questions. Over time, that started to bug me because I'm a very extroverted person and I literally could yap all day. But people only really get to know you when they're curious enough to ask. Yeah, so it's just going back to...
I understand
She got the feeling he was not that interested. After that night, we did have a serious, calm conversation about it while sober. He apologized for forgetting those things and said he froze in the moment and didn't know what to do when I was crying, which confused me because my instinct in that situation would probably be to comfort my partner.
I don't know. I'm pretty awkward around people crying, even if
that just depends on the person.
Like, you're there.
And especially, I feel like men sometimes are like,
what do I do?
What do I do now?
Yeah, I mean that's just me crying, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm here. Yeah. I don't know what to say or do. Sorry.
What I tried so hard to express is that I want to feel known by the person I'm dating. I want him to be curious about my life, remember things that matter to me, and have the emotional awareness to comfort me in difficult situations. Which is fair.
Person an Enneagram 4.
All those things are fair.
Yeah.
I feel like. And if those are the things that matter to you and he's not able to do that, then he's not your person.
He's not your person. I will say, like, my first date with Zach, he brought me a Michael Myers pin because he knows I love Halloween. Yeah. So, like, he already remembered that small detail, and we'd only met twice.
Yeah. It really, and you don't even, I feel like, as someone who, like, loves giving gifts, and that, like, good gift giving requires remembering little things like that, you know? I think that you don't even have to remember it all. Yeah. If you just know a few of the important things. Yeah. Or, like you said, he knew the Michael Myers thing.
Which is a pretty important thing to me. I mean, I love Michael Myers.
Exactly, but he didn't have to know all the things. No. He just made it clear to you, like, I care and I remembered this about you. And... yeah, I just feel like, even if it's just an inside joke, any little thing, it doesn't even have to be a gift that lets you know, oh, they remember. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So she says, apparently those were crazy asks, and ultimately we ended up breaking up. The conversation never really felt fully resolved, and we were just going in circles without real understanding. I hate when conversations go in circles.
And nothing's resolved.
Yes. Especially over relationship stuff. Yeah. It's so frustrating. It's just kind of like, why can't you understand what I am saying?
You just want to shake the person like...
yeah. He later texted me saying he felt like he was a major issue. Thought I was amazing and wished he could be more for me, but didn't think he was capable of being the partner I needed. I guess the problem just solved itself. I think more generally, he was far out of his emotional depth, and we have very different ideas about what it means to truly know and show up for our partner. It's definitely still hard reconciling the relationship I thought I was in with the one I may have actually been in. I do think he's a good guy, and in some ways I do believe he cared about me, but I realized that feeling truly seen and understood by your partner matters a lot to me. In hindsight, there were probably also small yellow flags I should have noticed too, like when he wrote in my Valentine's Day card that he was so grateful for all that I do for him. Reading your responses helped solidify that I was already feeling and what I was already feeling and quiet some of the self-doubt I had. It is definitely for the best, but I am still processing everything, so I'd appreciate kind, insightful comments rather than comments telling me I was just a warm hole for him. I was not expecting that ending.
It's not funny, okay? It's not funny.
Wow.
Someone had their heart broken.
That was...
but that is...
Apparently someone was really harsh in the comments. Gosh. That was so sweet. Well, I'm glad that they both realized that was not going to work out.
Yeah.
So, and it sounds like he didn't get petty or angry or anything. He just kind of
ended
realized
it, yeah.
and was like, I don't think I can be
what you need me to be.
What you need from me.
Yeah.
So, well, I do though hope that he puts a little bit more effort into the next person.
Yeah.
Because even if that's not something that is important to the next person, really important, that's still some small things.
I will say, it may have been a thing of convenience.
That's true.
Because I feel like if you
do really care, yeah.
And care about the person,
yeah.
And you want to know these things. You want to get to know them.
Yeah. Okay, the next one. It comes from Roommate Problems.
Oh, good. Good.
It was posted 9 months ago. It's pretty short, but I really enjoyed this. The title is Communication Never Goes Unpunished.
Oh.
Roommate likes to cook at midnight, and it's very strong and fills the house with carcinogenic air. I, like an idiot, thought that they didn't know there was a cooking fan and light in the microwave that sits above the oven, because it's not obvious or common to have a cooking fan go through a microwave. So I left a note pointing out the two switches.
Passive aggressive.
Yes, I'm not a big fan of notes being left for me.
No.
They have punished me. First, by immediately cooking fish and leaving the leftovers open in the trash. And secondly, they have been making muffins for 48 hours straight. I'm guessing it's hours. All it says is for 48 straight. So I'm guessing it's hours.
It could be minutes. Could be minutes, because it would be smoking by then.
I have asthma, and it's very cold outside. So I'm in my room, dressed like an Eskimo, with my window fan on. Everywhere I ever lived, there has always been some violent, abusive, unhinged person that wants to feed on my energy.
Whoa.
Maybe I'm being gang stalked.
What?
I just think this person is the most dramatic person.
This is me off of Prozac.
Ever. This is the most dramatic.
This is me without my medicine.
This is the one that I feel like is Napoleon Dynamite's voice. It's just so idiot.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's so dramatic. I just
so
love how dramatic it is. I just lock the doors and blast death metal on headphones and ask God why it desires me to suffer. I am the nation's foremost expert on living with abusive people, though.
I think you need a therapist, buddy.
I know if I move, it will be some other hate. I think most people are hateful. Most people I've met, I wish I was dead. I mean, that's terrible. But this is so dramatic. This is so dramatic. Abuse because they're cooking late at night.
I need to know what's some of the comments
with
on
the
that.
Carcinogenic air. It's so dramatic. dramatic.
It's me on my meds.
That, I have witnessed you this way before.
Yeah.
That's very true. In fact, I think I've gotten texts from you.
Therapy and medication works wonders, just so everyone... Yes, therapy and medication.
I think this,
I'm living proof, because that's me. That's me. Before.
I think I'm just assuming this is a man, because I was hearing Napoleon Dynamite's voice. But I don't know, they don't say. So let's see if there are any good comments. This person says, leaving a note isn't communicating and is often viewed as passive-aggressive.
See? First thing I said, passive-aggressive.
And I'm sure he wrote it so kind.
Oh, yes. Probably all caps, exclamation points.
This is not rude in any way. Any concerns should be brought up kindly and verbally face-to-face. Cooking a normal meal isn't punishment, violent, or unhinged. You view it as such because of your sensitivities to the air, but such issues can be easily resolved and compromised if you communicated instead of leaving a note. And the OP responded to that and said, God, no. I will never communicate anything ever again with anyone. It just gives them more information to harm me with. Anything I say can and will. Just put up barricades and hide and pray. Now, this person, apparently there are fake stories on Reddit. But
of course,
we're going to just assume all of our stories are correct. Or, are real.
This is me, Rebekah.
Yes. And you read it and you think, this is ridiculous. This person's making this up. This is not...
But... I see myself pre-therapy medication like this.
Yes.
And there is help.
Yes,
this is a real story.
Help.
There is help, okay?
Yes.
You're not being punished.
This is obviously someone who struggles with communication.
Not everyone
very
hates
dramatic. And maybe doesn't have a lot of friends. Oh, here, look, this person says, try therapy. It's a little meme. Try therapy. He's almost scary. Living with this person.
Oh, this is definitely the kind of person that I'd be like, should I trust you?
Yeah, this is all of a sudden they snap and they have harmed you in some way. And you're the next true crime story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they show the mugshots of the guy, and everyone's like, how did they not know?
Yeah. The flag, every sign was there.
Yeah.
And they go back into their childhood, and it's like, oh my god.
That one was just really funny to me. I just thought that was the most dramatic thing ever.
Gosh, if it ain't me before my Prozac.
Communication never goes unpunished. All right, so that's the end of me reading stories that I found.
Yeah.
And it went pretty well. I've discovered before this I was never really on Reddit very much. And I've listened to other people read Reddit on YouTube and always really enjoyed listening to the stories. So I thought it'd be fun. Oh, let's tell each other the stories. But it is dark out there on Reddit.
Yeah, especially some of those confession threads.
Yes.
Some of those.
And yes, I was in the confession one and thought, oh man.
I'm gonna need to watch puppy videos after this.
Yeah. So and it's amazing how many stories I saved that I thought, oh, this one's interesting. And now I go back and look at it and I'm like, oh no, that's kind of a dark, sad story, because in the moment it was the only not so depressing.
Yeah.
Terrible story.
It wasn't depressing when she was reading
it. Because what she just read.
Yeah.
For 30 minutes was so bad that it was like, oh gosh, okay, this one's okay. So, but I did enjoy those stories.
I really liked your last one. I'm excited to read mine now.
Yeah, I'm very excited for you to read the stories because then I won't have like any idea what's coming at me. Some of my stories were long enough that I could just kind of skim it and think, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
And not know towards the end what's going to happen. So I really like kind of not knowing what's coming. So I'm excited for you to read.
Excited for it.
So next time on the next episode, Sierra is going to read stories to me. And we're very excited about that. So if anybody actually watches this, if you have any like subreddit threads or specific stories that maybe
that would be even better.
Maybe we should read in one of these, then definitely let us know because it probably would be a lot easier on our mental health if we just knew exactly where to go for things than reading through every story.
It's very true.
Because
I've read a lot of those confessions.
It was draining. It was draining.
Emotionally exhausting.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm breaking my things. Oh no.
That's it for today.
That's all, folks. Yay.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.